What up, Dokkaners? In a few short days, we will be getting the legendary challenge campaign for the LR Vegito Bleu. This free-to-play monster is going to be receiving the legendary challenge campaign, and then a little over a week later, the extreme challenge campaign. This is going to be something that every player needs to get done because you want to have this unit in your arsenal. This is a fantastic free-to-play LR EZA. Even before his EZA, he was still very good. But now with his EZA, he's so much better, so you definitely want to be taking the time to get this unit ready. So this is going to be just a review of the process entirely, because there are a couple of things that you want to get done before certain checkpoints. That way you can get the most amount of rewards for it. Let's start by just talking about the unit in general. What does the unit do? So real quickly, just a review, this unit post EZA superclass key plus for 120%. 12 key is a permanent stacker, raises attack and defense, causes colossal, lowers attack. 18 key, temporary stacker, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal. For the passive attack and defense plus 100 plus an additional attack and defense plus 10 per super attack performed up to 50, ranges key plus 3 up to 10, less HP remaining. Medium chance to key plus 5, launches additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack when performing an ultra super attack key plus 2, and disables enemy guard when there's a future saga category ally attacking in the same turn. This unit is fantastic for a starting Dokkan player's account because this unit can do a lot of different things that you are looking for some of the marquee events that you're trying to aim towards initially. Things like Super Battle Road, you have the ability to lower attack. Permanent stacking, applicable in a lot of different cases. Temporary stacking and causing even more damage. Greater single unit damage that can allow you to get through certain events in a lot quicker time. Plus the ease of getting your key makes this unit very much a nice unit to run on your team. Plus superclass key plus for 120%. So all signs point to yes, you should have this unit ready to go. Now, with the legendary challenge campaign being as it is, they want you to have this unit ready to go when the challenge campaign starts. Now, you don't necessarily have to have it ready once the thing starts. You just have to have this point reached before the end of the legendary challenge campaign. So we're going to look at the JP missions just to give you some context here. This is the legendary challenge campaigns, the ones at the top right here. These were the ones that needed to be done before that 1 week window was over. So for JP, it released June 21st. Ended June 28th. So within that time period, if you entered that window with a fully awakened LR Vegito Blue, you were done. Or if you were able to accomplish that before the end of the cutoff, then you would still get rewarded for it. And then for the rest of the missions, you would get 20 Dragon Stones for recruiting, 7 Kais for getting to SA20, and then a full rainbow SSR here for the STR side. Actually, is this? Yeah, I think this is one rainbow. To my recollection, I think we've had this before, actually. We've had another legendary challenge campaign, I believe, for Vegito Blue, which means you would have probably been given a second rainbow SSR for the STR type back in the day if you're one of those veteran players. But anyway, if you play your cards right, 30 Dragon Stones, 10 Kais, and a full rainbow will be yours just by having one Vegito Blue ready to go. Now, the process of getting the Vegito Blue. This was a very arduous task back in the day, because you had to accumulate 100 of these Patara medals. You needed 30 for the base Vegito to get to the for the TUR, and then another 70 to get from the TUR to the LR. The problem is a lot of these medals were either expensive for a new player, or they were the byproduct of some very difficult missions that required you to essentially work with non-free-to-play units. There were a couple of missions especially that I believe centered around the Fierce Battle Link. Fierce Battle Links are generally associated with summonable units, and you had to clear certain stages with X amount of units that had the Fierce Battle Link, which from personal experience was a very difficult thing. So for those of you who are new, thankfully you are not going to have to deal with this as much because you guys are going to be able to buy all of these Patara medals at an unlimited rate in the Baba Shop with their new update that they're going to be bringing to the Baba Shop once the challenge campaign actually starts. As of right now, there is no update in the Baba Shop. Let me actually show you in my game. We look at the Incredible Gem Shop. Actually, there was one change. They did make it, yeah, so they brought back the Patara medals for another 40 of them. You can buy 40 of them for 70 a pop. I have no reason to do this, so I'm not going to. But for those of you who have been stockpiling those Incredible Gems, you can buy some of these now. You're going to need 60 more on top of that. They are going to be releasing an unlimited version. Let me actually show you. This is what the Incredible Gem Shop is going to look like for the unlimited Patara medals. They're going to be 80 a pop. So for, oh, interesting. So it was originally 40 for 70 each. They add 10 more, I think, once the campaign starts. And then after that, the rest of them are unlimited for 80 a pop, which is still going to be a little bit of an arduous task for some of you guys, but at least you don't have to worry about the fierce battle missions. You can just crank out the incredible gem farming. So make sure you guys go watch that video that I talked about in terms of incredible gem farming. Depending on whatever time frame you're watching this, it is still going to be relevant and useful. So this is what that looks like, and then this is what the Vegito purchases look like. Now, what you are not seeing here is the 777 cost, because that was unfortunately already purchased in the screenshot. But still, if you have not bought a single one of these, then you would probably be seeing this in the price range. So these guys are pretty expensive. The amount of time it's going to take to get to 1,000, let alone 1,500 or 2,000, it's going to take time. So if you're able to run through the appropriate stages, you'll be able to do this in a relatively easy fashion. But you're going to need 5 of them to get that rainbow ready LR Vegito Blue. And then, of course, after that, if you want to keep going, for 2,000 incredible gems a pop, you can actually buy more STR Vegito base, and you can actually max out a TUR, who also stacks attack and defense, and an SSR if you really want to. Let me actually see what they do. Yeah, so the TUR raises attack and defense, so this is going to be a nice version of the base Vegito. And then if you really want to go hardcore about it, you could go to the SSR form, who can also raise attack and defense, which is definitely something that I am going to be doing. But it's going to be a very long time before I can actually rainbow all of them, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running out of incredible gems before that time comes. But once we get stage 28, things are going to change drastically, so fear not. Now, we're not even done with this. We got a whole lot more here to discuss. The Extreme Z Awakening process. How are you going to be able to do that? This is not going to be a thing until the Extreme Challenge campaign, which drops a little over a week afterwards. When that happens, you are effectively trying to accumulate 45 of these Rainbow Vegito medals so that you can perform the 3-step Extreme Z Awakening for your LR, as you would typically do. The problem is, they are not going to be giving you all of this at the same time, or at least that's not how it happened for JP. For JP, this was done about a week apart. So let's actually pull that up right here. This is the Extreme Challenge campaign for the Vegito. Notice how on July 11th, did I just say July? Okay, whatever. July 11th, we got this first step, perform 1-step Extreme Z Awakening. July 20th, we got the second step, and then the third step was on July 28th. Now, part of this was attributed to the fact that the Vegito Blues EZA was retconned and changed due to JP reception. So in terms of how this is all going to play out on global remains to be seen. Granted, this also happened during the Future Saga timeline for JP, so they had other Future Saga related characters involved here. Since we're getting this during a very different time, it's not exactly certain how this is all going to play out, but I'm inclined to think they're probably going to do this incrementally, because it can be a very overwhelming situation for some of you to just see how much you're going to have to be working on. It's already pretty crazy to think about the fact that you're going to have to get 1,000 plus 1,500 plus 2,000 plus 2,000 plus however many to get this guy rainbowed. And then on top of that, you got to get more gems to get this. So on top of all of that, if you then have to buy all of these using a brand new incredible gem, it could be very, very frustrating or intimidating for some players. So I think they might still pace it out. Regardless, you're going to have to get this new type of incredible gem to buy this. By the way, that blue incredible gem is currently not available. It will only become available once stage 28 of quest mode is unlocked during the actual challenge campaign, and then you can earn these blue incredible gems on the various levels of that stage. So inside the incredible gem shop, you can see at the top here, it shows for 15 of them, or actually it's 15 blue gems to buy 10 of these each. And then once that runs out, the price increases. So that doesn't show here. Proton already bought that. So the next level is going to be 15 of them for 15 of the blue gems. And then the next batch will be 20 of them for 15 blue gems. At which point, if you somehow still need more copies, they will have unlimited supplies available for 40 blue gems a pop. So yeah, there's not going to be any Extreme Z area for this. This is simply just buying the medals from the Baba shop and awakening. And I think that's pretty much it. So in terms of how this is all going to play out, just remember, for the first half of this entire process, you're just going to be able to get the missions done for the Legendary Challenge campaign. Just by simply having the LR ready to go, you have done your job. You will get 30 stones and change as a reward. On top of that, you will probably also be able to receive, oh yeah, we're going to be getting some nice incredible gem rewards from these missions as well. Look at that. 777, 777, and 500. So I would imagine we'll probably get something similar on global to help mitigate some of the costs for buying the Vegito Blue. I think just with this alone, this is what, this is like 1,500 plus another 500. This makes 2,000. So this alone will be enough to buy one copy of the unlimited supply Vegito. And as the Extreme Challenge campaign continues, we will move on from there. Guys, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments how many incredible gems you have right now. Are you ready to go with the Vegito Blue, or do you still have some work to get done? Are you working on the medals? Are you working on the copies? What are you doing right now with Vegito Blue? Let me know in the comments down below. And for those of you who are hardcore, are you going to be doing the free-to-play farm for the SA5? I gotta know if there's some of you out there. There's got to be at least one of you. You know who you are. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know I want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.